with real money. So I think what I actually want to do is I want to run through. Let's see, I think Janet and them are probably still going. I've been running the Orochi Tower over and over again, and that's not a bad one to watch either, even if you don't really know what's going on. So I might just run that again. Cross your fingers though, if I the game was thinking about crashing again. See, I'm scared to even talk while I'm loading now. We can cross our fingers though, because there's a certain level of the tower that if I get that, I'm not even gonna try to finish the mission on stream. I forget whose floor it is, but it's the sabotage mission with all of the flames and the exploding and if you're me, the dying.
You are not authorized. You are not authorized.
Really, all you need to know about the Orochi going into this is they're painted as being kind of an evil faction. There's some gray area in there though with some of the stories we run into. You also get the impression through the game that they're pretty incompetent. There's a lot of dead Orochi. A lot of dead Orochi. This mission chain is one of the ones that gives you the idea that they may be playing a longer game than we thought. That maybe there's a reason that we see so many dead ones. Dead ones, it sounds awful. So many dead Orochi people. And I will wear a lovely... This is not the official Orochi uniform you get. I put it together from pieces of the actual Orochi one and some other pieces I have, but I think it looks quite nice. The eight-headed serpent, Mops. Orochi is the eight-headed serpent. Those are all people that you meet in Tokyo, and you don't really have to know anything about them. And I don't even remember whose floor is whose. Who do I want to start with this time? Who's fun? Let's do Zagan. These are all different branches of the... Oh, hey, Arlie! This tower, it's all different branches of the Orochi company. The Orochi is the parent company that throughout the game you begin to realize controls like everything, or maybe not controls everything, but has a controlling stake in everything. They've got a stake in food, they've got a stake in the sciences, they've got a stake in banking, they've got a stake in the media.
Welcome to the Zagan branch of Orochi. Zagan, feeding excellence.
Oh, it must think I don't have this. That's hilarious. The other thing I like about the Irachi Tower is not every level is about fighting. There is at least one level that it's not fighting, and it's not investigation, and it's not sabotage. It's just very, very disturbing. I really like when TSW kind of throws players for a loop like that. Let's see what Zagan's been up to. Ah yes, this is the paranormal as food product. I sampled your lab's latest confection. Delicious. On to greater endeavors. Our company's encounter with the Demir family in Transylvania has prompted discussion regarding the use of paranormal resources and byproducts in the food industry. I see two classifications. For those who don't play the game, the family they're referring to makes sausages out of ghouls. One is the paranormal in mass production. Preternatural fauna makes for strange new possibilities and edible resources. Some of these resources seem endless. What can we harvest
Thank
here
you
for cheap
for-
consumption?
Thank you. Thank you.
The second
Thank you.
the second classification is the specialized paranormal resources that are so rare and or dangerous that it is not feasible to supply them to mass consumers. There is still a market to the wealthy. There are Epicurean clubs and societies, some of them secret within Europe, Asia, and one of note in Chicago, looking for the rarest in gastronomic experience. There are those who wish to dine on sweet, sentient meats, but wish to avoid the label of cannibal, and the legal moral complications there within. These are powerful people. That power creates egos, and those egos need to one-up their peers at every turn. They pay in money and favors. I want you to consider both of these areas. Your shadow eating project is fascinating, just the sort of thing to jostle the board members. I have taken the liberty of scheduling a presentation. I know it is still early days, but I think this will impress them. You will be in front of the board itself. Knock it out of the park, as they say. Ooh! Moo! Moo 200! I bet you that means I have more donation, and I'm at 200 even without the other double. That is awesome! See, I'm gonna get distracted every time this happens, and I really don't mind. Yay! And the moo went over the moon. Thank you. That is simply fantabulous. And totally distracted me from the mission. So yeah, they're talking about eating shadows and trying to make food out of paranormal beasties, and
This is only a test.
specifically some of the
In the
sentient
event of a real
ones, so,
emergency, something would
that's always
follow
exciting.
this sentence.
Yay! You get to watch me, almost 13 hours in. Yay! I don't remember if we can access any more on this computer. Yes! Yes, Kaz, it's fabulous. That's even without if that other one is doubled. That is wonderful and awesome. And we're gonna have to figure out what to do for the poll, for the hair color. Oh, we do get sent. I have contacted the Demir family. They are earthly people. Thank you for your confidence on the rest of the projects. See you, Kaz. Let's see, I'll need a report on your findings with the various Transylvanian meats. Can we load a ghoul with enough antibiotics to make them safe to eat? Does werewolf meat revert or change when separated from the whole? Does vampire meat become instantly rotten upon its second death? You are not squeamish, so I leave the unpleasant questions to you with every confidence. We will see, Arlie. The going plan is to try to do the poll with faction colors. My main is Illumi. My favorite faction is the Illuminati, but the Templars have been pretty insistent that they think it should be red instead of blue. And it will be streaks, just so nobody feels cheated. Streaks in my hair, because that's the most that I can be sure I can get away with at both my jobs. Hello. We don't say cow, we say beef. We don't say pig, we say pork. There's a reason. I need a word for the meat of the various paranormal
We thank
fauna.
you for placing
Send me a
all
list of
trash in the proper
possibilities.
receptacles. Have a dynamic day.
And below are my presentation notes. This is on shadow eating. To dine on shadows. Good afternoon, Board of Directors. Thank you for your time. I know you're hungry for my progress. At Sagan, we have explored the culinary possibilities of paranormal fauna, which begs the question, how does one eat a ghost? Impossible. How do you chew that's one of the words I can't say. Incorporeal. At Orochi, the impossible is a dare, and we have dared. This vat contains a gelatin solution derived from pig collagen, the cells of the jellyfish, and other ingredients. You'll find specifics in the technical handout. This device emits a pulse that attracts disembodied apparitions based on the work of the late Dr. Pranan. Not to alarm anyone, but there is a ghost in this room right now. As you can see, the spirit is now trapped in the vat. The gelatin solidifies. Note the chaos of symmetry, the repeating fractal patterns of faces and limbs. Such a being must have only a vague memory of physical identity. Note the silent screaming mouths. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I invite you to experience the impossible. The entity is trapped and quite harmless. Ignore the writhing, it is only jelly. Please enjoy a sample. I'll demonstrate. At Zagan, we can have our wraith and eat it too. That's, Our lead writer is fabulous at disturbing us. Okay, that's the last of it. So, and remember, Zagan is this is a place that is producing food for like normal people. This isn't like they only make food for secret worlders. This is a big company, and they make food for everybody on the planet. And they are researching, ghoul meat and making ghosts edible and all kinds of lovely stuff.
Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic.
You kind of have to feel bad for the floors that have scientists running from you saying, please don't hurt me. I'm killing this one first on purpose. His friend will open that door. And here's one of the lovely posters. In which we see they are also looking into other avenues for consumables, rather than just making the supernatural into our meals.
Thank you for... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I picked up the side mission for killing all of the hostile entities in this level. Come on, dude, get your friend. Oh, that's right, he doesn't get a friend. He gets in a fight with the friends he wanted to bring. ever tell him vampires and werewolves do not get along? Oh, I wonder if was this just a lore room that I already got the lore from? It could be.
Do not panic.
There's enough there's enough
panic.
floors here that I really
Do
can't
not
keep them
panic.
straight most of the
Do
time.
not panic.
There we go. Team meeting later this week to discuss your progress. Mundus and her cronies creep me out with their supernaturals as product shtick, and it misses the opportunity. Supernaturals as consumers. It's the only civilized way. Werewolf specimens seem to respond well to the new mix, though I think they find the whole thing demeaning. We may have a working formula for a blood alternative for vampires. There have to be vampires out there who would want this. Vegan vampires? This is all synthetic. Also, they have to be sick of the taste of copper. I'm going to try the mango variant tonight. What about caffeine? Safest, easiest way to get them wanting the product forever. Hey, Mactai. Negative. Caffeine drove the subject insane. Clyde nearly lost his arm. Do not use caffeine. Aspartame? No. Subject exploded after being given aspartame. I do love that entire list. So now you know. Caffeine's evil and fake sugar's evil. You know, if you didn't already know. This is a bad night to be saying caffeine is evil. That makes me a little bit of a hypocrite, doesn't it? But yeah, Makatai, I am mostly co-streaming with my friends Otterdown over in the Secret World today, but they are playing a different game right now. They're playing Talisman, and I wanted to just hang out here and keep playing the Secret World. So there we have it.
All employees should remain at their desks. Everything is fine. Remain at your desks.
I love their take on vampires. They do have more what you'd expect a vampire to look like in Transylvania, but the rank and file. I love what they did with that. Right now I'm not doing the Halloween event Makatai. I did one of them earlier. Right now I'm running Orochi Tower. I'm also very nearly dying because I'm doing push to talk instead of fighting.
Cafeteria is now fully functional again.
Oh,
Enjoy.
okay. Yeah, no. Werewolves, they show up more often in Transylvania. Some of them are enemies and some of them are allies. But this level of the Orochi Corporation was... half of them were trying to turn supernatural creatures into food to be consumed by normal human beings, and the other half were trying to craft consumables to sell to supernatural creatures. So that's why they're hanging out in an office building. They were test subjects. Which one am I mispronouncing? I mispronounce lots of things when I get tired. Oh, no, that I'm aware. Within the game, characters pronounce it Orochi. I know that's not actually correct. There's been a few people who have pointed that out, that that they really don't pronounce it right. But when I stick with with what the NPCs tend to say. I think somebody said there's one NPC who does actually call them Orochi. But yeah.
All employees should remain at their desks. Everything is fine. Remain at your desks.
So yeah, exactly. You are actually correct, Mops. I've heard too many NPCs say it the other way, and that's what I tend to do. There's a lot of players who would agree with you and pronounce it the right way, in spite of the NPCs. Here's where we get into the fun part, because I get a random beta level, and I will get a random omega level. So we'll see if it's one of the ones I like, or hopefully one of the ones I need. I still need a couple floors to get an achievement. I still need Plethron Beta and QBL Omega. QBL are fun levels too. They're the media outlet for. See, now I'm gonna stop Orochi. I'm gonna say both of them now. It's not your fault, Mops. It's not your fault. I'm using push to talk because we use push to talk in Vent, and again, for most of the stream I've been in Vent with the other guys, and if I am push to talk in Vent and I'm not in my stream, I'm gonna start thinking that I'm not recording at all, you know, when I'm not pushing to talk. So this was to keep me from saying anything dumb on air and not even realizing I was live. Plus, it means you guys don't have to listen to me vaping.
Welcome to the Psychoil branch of Orochi. Psychoil, fueling innovation.
I forget which one Psychoil is. Oh good, it's this one. I get this one a lot. I'm gonna wait until he walks past again. Oh, this is actually Illuminati. She's not wearing an Illuminati outfit. She's wearing... It's half the actual Orochi uniform and half something I just put together. Ah. Yeah, we don't want the big guy to see us. I put on the uniform just just to run the tower. Cause you gotta. Oh, this one I need a key card first. The Mitsubashi project is something that they're not really going to get into on this level of the tower, but it answers the age-old question of if the good guys get superpowers, how come the bad guys aren't trying to get the same superpowers? Because, they are.
The time is now 11:11.
I just used the card I found on the floor to transfer higher security clearance onto the card I actually have. That's one of the things that the first time through, you're more likely to get smashed a few times before you realize that's what you need to do. The cutscene I was talking about before, is it skippable? Which cutscene? I'm not sure which one I was talking about. And the short version of this is it explains these little
All employees should remain
drone
at their
dealies
desks.
and that they
Everything
don't
is
react
fine.
well with
Remain at your desks.
the big guy out there. Oh, amputation. It's probably not skippable the first time through. So, well, it's not part of the main story. It's in one of the issues. Spoilers, spoiling warning, spoiler warning. Somebody captures you and she's trying to pull kind of a James Bond. Well, it's they're actually well, not riffing, but they're referencing James Bond in it. And she's got you strapped down at one point, and obviously she can't play I Expect You to Die because we don't die. But I want to say she takes our B out. She does something with our B, and then lasers off our legs, thinking that that's going to slow us down, trying to catch up with her. And then another character puts us back together. So it's a fairly brief scene. You see the laser kind of doing its thing for part of it, and then it cuts away, and then you don't actually have to walk on those or crawl or anything because the other character has brought your legs back by the time you have control of your character again. I really hope that wasn't too much information. I was trying to explain it so you would know. There's no... Yeah. Getting caught on doors is not good. There's notes in some of these computers, I want to say, too, that also lead you towards figuring out that these drones stop the other dude in his tracks. I'm kind of running this fast. For whatever reason, I get this level a lot, and I'm not complaining because it means I'm not getting the other level that I have so much trouble getting through.
This is only a test. In the event of a real emergency, something would follow this sentence.
I'm not even sure if I have to use the drone for this part to go grab something off this dead guy, but I'd like to be safe rather than sorry. I'm gonna hide until he moves, because he has spotted me through the door before, and one shot killed me. So if I seem overly paranoid about getting behind cover until he's all the way out of the way, that's why. Because he's caught me, like, kitty corner through the doorway before. Oh, this is probably where it, yeah. We have completed the reprogramming and repurposing of the Type 99 clairvoyance drones. The drones are now prioritized to assist in the research in the center room, the study of the custodian specimen supplied to us. We are all quite excited. This should ensure safe working conditions for all. The custodian is the guy who's walking back and forth in the hallways. Those are custodians. They are supposed to only be in Agartha. They're supposed to only be in our little hub world. They're not supposed to be out of there. The custodian has become more active. This supposed third age technology is strange, yet familiar, like trying to remember a dream. I do not mean to wax poetically. Hard data will follow. We have sent the drones in to photograph the custodian as the cameras in the central room have ceased to function. While they are in there, we'll test the drone's entity scan capabilities by giving the custodian a thorough scan, results to follow. Titled Emergency, Close Security Doors. Read immediately. The custodian broke free, is aggressive, reacted badly to drone scans. Close and lock the security doors at once. My phone is currently not functioning. Close the security doors now. Titled Help. Custodian is out. Doors did not close in time. I hear it. Please. Help. Someone. A lot of the Orochi did not have a lot of good luck. Oh, I forgot to look at the whiteboards. Oh, I missed the whiteboards for you guys to look at. Sorry. And I'm doing that part kind of fast for a
The
reason.
cafeteria is now fully functional again. Enjoy.
We need all the drones active to hold him back long enough to do our thing and then get back out. Oop. Oh, it's still not one of the ones I need. Oh well.
Welcome to the Manticore Research Group. Manticore, we bring you the horizon.
Oh, fabulous. The whiteboard, they're talking about infusing weapons with anima, which is a callback to a flamethrower we get, that is an anima-infused flamethrower. Trials included bullets, bats, swords, and spoons. Way to go, guys. Way to go. I don't remember what that ominous thumping is, because I don't remember what's on this floor. My superiors want this a top priority. In Egypt, we acquired one of these infusers. We need to unlock its potential now, or others will replace us. It's that important. We've seen these things infuse weapons, say a whip with animal energy to devastating effect. How do we do this without having to wait 1,000 years? Figure that out, and you'll be sipping drinks in the gardens of your new mansions. Now get to it. I don't remember. The more tired I am, the more I will get hung up on doors.
Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic.
Panic. Panic.
Well, if
Panic.
nothing else, I believe that this outfit should make me the White Coat's superior. I could be wrong. This is this is one of the weird levels.
Do I know
Hello,
you?
do I know you? Some of them have obvious, enemies to kill, things to dodge past. Some of them, they're still employees up here.
Are you lost?
Are you lost? They're still employees, but like in this one, you see the ominous building shake there. And you kind of wonder what's going on while all these people are just hanging out trying to do their research.
I'm busy.
Some of these empty rooms probably originally had lore in them for me to pick up that I've just already picked up at this point. I think I probably ran right past the purple key card. There we go.
Hello? Do I know you?
There's another floor you run into that's also full of scientists. Well, there's a couple, but one of the other ones that's full of scientists. You get in there and they still want data from you. They have all of these test dummies and all of these test things, and they're like, could you just do one more test for us? And the rest of them are all thanking you for all the information you've given and what a big help you've been, and it's really kind of bizarre.
I'm busy.
Please ignore the voices in your mobile phone. There are no voices in your mobile phone. Forget this warning of the voices in your mobile phone.
Lethal force is authorized. Please be still.
I bet you I ran past it. No, maybe I didn't run past a key card again. Final entries. Send all the files up to management before deleting them here. It will come for me soon. I can see the blue glow. The Mitsubashi opened Agartha to us. One of the many curiosities the entity known as the Gatekeeper. What was it? We theorized that it was some type of artificial intelligence created in the Third Age. The Gatekeeper is somebody... We assume he's on our side, or well, he is on our side. He summons some things during world events. You also have to beat him in order to unlock nightmare dungeons and nightmare raids. But this is another way that, which is really kind of cute, incidentally. He is literally the gatekeeper to nightmare content, but also within game, he's he's the gatekeeper. Okay, a Mitsubashi agent faced the gatekeeper and managed to bring back a sample of it. What if we could grow our own? The possibilities. We formed the body, but our knowledge of Third Age tech is so incomplete. They'll call it hubris, but I call it hope. We could not get it to wake and live. We tried everything. And then success. See sent files. It didn't turn out right. It didn't glow gold, but blue. We could not calm it. Aggression, psychotic
Panic.
breaks. It would
Do
scream
not
like
panic.
a boiler about to burst.
Do
It would
not
cry like
panic.
broken violins.
Do not
We could
panic.
not control our gatekeeper. We found a temporary solution in the devices I dubbed anima prisms. These discharged its destructive blasts, absorbing the worst of its violent tantrums. I think everyone is dead. It's unstoppable, practically invulnerable. Solution: a massive blast of anima energy could theoretically disrupt it. Complication: the only source of such a blast that I can think of is the gatekeeper itself. Emergency protocols initiated automatically, security doors are sealed, the blue glows closer. God, we made the mistakes, but I think we were on the way to doing good things. I think we can still do good things. Speaking of the do good things, that is the other thing, and again, spoiler, that's the other thing about Orochi Tower. Because again, these guys are set up to be the evil corporate empire, right? You run into some floors where the scientists are trying to, find a solution for world hunger. They're trying to find a way to make very, very cheap food that they can ship to, starving countries. And it reminds you, even within the game, that there really isn't good and evil. There's different people doing different things to try to get the results they want. And now I remember the weirdness of this one, because you've got all this stuff going on, and the offices at the front are just doing their thing.
The cafeteria is now fully functional again. Enjoy.
And I do love that they named the side mission The Room. Let's see if I remember the trick to defeating this one. I think I do, but it would be super entertaining if you got to watch me die. Well, you're not cooperating. I have to get him in the path of the anima beams to weaken him, and that's how I can hurt him. Back over here.
The penthouse is currently closed for maintenance. Thank you.
Darn thing.
Panic. Panic. Panic.
Blur. That is the annoying one. I'm sure if I was slightly more intelligent and, I shouldn't say intelligent. I'm sure with a different build, it might be a little easier to get him where I want him. But yeah. And thank you, Makatai.
This is only a test. In the event of a real emergency, something would follow this sentence.
Oh yeah, I still need to get the security card. I'm like, why didn't that mission complete? Oh, nice! One of those must have counted as a sabotage mission. I betcha the second level counted as sabotage mission in a. Sweet. These daily challenges is something they fairly recently added to the game. I am really a pretty big fan. As you can see, it's not one particular mission that they're asking you to run over and over and over again. You get to choose, a normal scenario and see if you can platinum it. Today it was a sabotage mission in Caden. Another day it could be, an investigation mission in Kingsmouth. They give you a lot of options. And again, down here, that's any 15 main missions. Rerunning story stuff, action stuff, sabotage, whatever. And they rotate. The weekly challenges don't rotate, but the daily ones will rotate with different things. So that's my 2 cents. If they had introduced dailies that were, particular missions that we were encouraged to run every day, those are the kind of things I get very bored with. But getting some extra currency, and the currency these reward, some of that is currency that you used to only be able to get through dungeons. So this is a way that people who maybe don't like dungeon running so much
Do not
can still, a
panic.
little bit more
Do
slowly,
not
but
panic.
still, get
Do
get
not
that high-end currency to get that high-end
panic.
gear. So
Panic.
that's pretty
Panic.
awesome.
Panic.
Plus, with TSW, to run the story, to stay up to date with the story, you do not need to be highest level geared. There is no reason to be perfectly high-end gear unless you enjoy it, or unless you really, really, really want to be able to run those high-level nightmare dungeons, and that's fair. See, in Arlie, sometimes investigation missions are the dailies. It'll say, investigation mission on Solomon Island, investigation mission in Egypt, and then you get to pick whatever investigation mission you want to run, and you can run that. They also count towards the weekly 15 missions. You could run 15 different investigations if you wanted. And yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yep, it's not only action or sabotage. They swap between that and investigation. And sometimes it's even side missions. It'll be like do 3 side missions, in Transylvania. I am going to run back to the lobby. And then I am actually going to take a super short break and figure out what else I am gonna run. And I love it. You just get done with that monstrosity and you're back at the beginning with these guys just milling about, doing their thing.
Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic.
Yes, exactly. Same here, Arlie. Yep, yep, that's all you gotta do. Save enough time since the last time you ran an investigation, and it's like running it for the first time.
Look at what the turning more pandemonium dragged in.
Oh, here, I know what I should do, but before I take a break, I should doggy cam again. Give me just a minute here. There we go. We've had a little bit more doggy cam. I am going to take said doggy out quick, and I will be back very shortly. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. That's really nice. I like having you around.